Good morning, everyone. In today's lecture, we will look two terms. We will study two terms: normal resident and domestic territory. Okay, so these are very simple terms which we are doing from past one day. Like earlier, we did the factor income and the transfer income. Now, today we will study the normal resident and the domestic territory. Okay. So, now what is normal resident? In Hindi, we call it Samanya Nivasi. Okay. So, basically, to fulfill the condition of becoming a normal resident, there are two conditions. Okay. First is a normal resident is said to be one, means we can we can say that this person is a normal resident of a country. What is the first condition here? Who ordinarily resides in the country concerned, okay, and whose economic interest lies in that country. So if I am a person, I am an Indian, I am a citizen of India. See, don't be confused with the resident and citizen. Both are different things. Okay. So see, this citizen is another thing. Okay, it's a common term, we all know that about citizen. But when we say normal resident, okay, it means I'm a citizen of India. Okay, and along with that I'm living in America. Okay, I'm a citizen of India. I have a passport of India. I have an Indian passport, but I'm living in America. So if Americans want to say that this person, that Kunal, is normal resident of America, so two conditions must be fulfilled. I have to fulfill two conditions. Okay, the first condition is that I have to live there, I have to live in America for more than 1 year. Okay, I'm residing in America, but the condition is I have to reside there, I have to live there for more than 1 year. Okay, this is the first condition. Second condition will be whose center of economic interest, means I'm earning in America, I'm spending in America, all the economic activities which I am doing, yeah, or which I will be doing, I have to do in America. Okay, means I will be earning in America and I will be spending in America. Okay, so then if these two conditions are fulfilled, then we can say that this person or Kunal is the normal resident of India, of America. Okay, I'm not talking about citizen. I am still a citizen of India, but I am the normal resident of America. How? Because I have fulfilled the two conditions. First condition, that I am residing in America for more than 1 year. Okay, I have been residing in America for more than 1 year. And second, my economic interest lies in America, means I am earning there, I am spending there. Okay, so if these two conditions are fulfilled, then we can say that that particular person is the resident or normal resident of that particular country in which he is living for more than 1 year. He is citizen of another country, that doesn't matter, but he is living for more than 1 year then, and he is earning there, so that person will be called normal resident of America. But along with that, he will be called citizen of India because he holds the Indian passport. Okay, so students, okay, and the patients for medical treatment, they, if they are staying there for more than 1 year, obviously the students will be staying for more than 1 year, but they are not earning there. They might be spending, but they are not earning there, so they cannot be called the normal resident of any country in which they are residing. Okay, a person who goes for tourism, okay, so he he resides there, but for 2-3 days only, not more than that. He might be spending there, but he is not residing there for more than 1 year. So a tourist cannot be called normal resident of that country in which he is staying. Okay. Now, uh, for example, if a person is from Nepal, okay, and he crosses border, okay, and he comes to India for work, okay, for work purpose. In the morning he comes to India for work, and in the evening he went back to Nepal. So in that case he is earning here, okay, his economic interest lies here, he is earning in India, but the first condition is he must reside in that country for more than 1 year. So he is not residing here, he is only earning. So he is fulfilling the second condition, but he is not fulfilling the first condition. So we cannot say that that person is the normal resident of India. Okay, he is the resident of Nepal and he is a citizen of Nepal. Okay, so he cannot be called the normal resident of India because he is not fulfilling the first condition, which is the person must reside in that country for more than 1 year. Okay, so these two conditions must be fulfilled if we want to say that the person is normal resident of a particular country. Okay, now the second term is domestic territory. In Hindi we call it घरेलू क्षेत्र. Okay, now let's see with an example here. For example, there is a Indian thing, okay, Indian building or any Indian object or any Indian property. For example, say Kendra Vidyalaya schools. Okay, everybody knows about Kendra Vidyalaya. Okay, so there is a Kendra Vidyalaya in America. Suppose, for example, okay, so that Kendra Vidyalaya belongs to India. Okay, that Kendra Vidyalaya belongs to India. That's a property of India, or I should say, the name attached to that Kendra Vidyalaya belongs to India. Okay, Indian name is attached to that Kendra Vidyalaya. Whenever we say Kendra Vidyalaya, it means the school belongs to India. Okay, so if that Kendra Vidyalaya is located in America, okay, that Kendra Vidyalaya is located in America. So if we say about physical territory, then it is located in America, but by nature it belongs to India. Okay, so whatever the property or object, if the property or object is in another country, okay, and it has a name associated with a country, that property, that object belongs to a particular country, no matter where it is, in India or outside. Okay, if a object or a property, let's say KV, Kendra Vidyalaya school, it's in America, but by name it belongs to India. So that KV, that campus, that building, that school will be counted in the domestic territory of India, not in the domestic territory of America. See, physical territory is different. Okay, I'm speaking about the name associated with that property. So India's name is associated with that school. Okay, India's name is associated with that school. So that property will belong to Indian domestic territory. Okay, physically it is present in America, but if we say about domestic territory, then it will be counted in India's. Okay, likewise, there is an office in India, American office, okay, like American embassy. So physically it is located in India. Physically it is located in India, but which country's name is associated with embassy? Okay, we have to see which country's name is associated with that embassy. Okay, for example, Embassy of America. Okay, so America name is associated with that embassy. So that building, that embassy is located in India, but name belongs to America. So that embassy will be counted in the domestic territory of America and not of India. Okay, so here in domestic territory, we have to see the we see the political boundary of a nation, means which country's name is associated with that property or with object. Okay, no matter where it is, if it is in international waters, if an Indian ship is sailing in the Pacific Ocean, so that Pacific Ocean does not belong to India, okay, but that ship belongs to India, whether it is government property or private, doesn't matter, but that ship belongs to India, that India's name is attached to the ship, so that ship is of Indian origin. Okay, that ship is controlled and owned by the India, which means if that ship is sailing in the Atlantic Ocean, in Pacific Ocean, or it is docked in any of the port outside India or in India as well, so that ship will be counted in the domestic territory of India. Okay, for example, a particular ship is docked in the Hawaiian island. Okay, that particular ship is docked in the Pearl Harbor of America. So now the Pearl Harbor is the territory of America. Okay, but that ship belongs to India. The name of India is associated with that ship. Okay, and that ship is docked in the Pearl Harbor. So physically it is present in the American territory, but when that ship belongs to India, then India will count that ship in their domestic territory. Okay, so we in this domestic territory, what we do, we count that property or object whose whose country's name is associated with that property or ship. Okay, if any, for example, if Pakistani Airlines, okay, if Pakistani Airlines is has landed in Indian airport, so that airport belongs to India, but by name, which country's name is associated with that airline? Pakistan name. Okay, so physically it is present in India, but if we say in which domestic territory that plane will be counted, so it will be counted in Pakistani's domestic territory. Okay, so no matter where your property or your object is, if your country's name is associated with that property or that object, so you will count that property or object in your domestic territory. Okay, in domestic territory of India. For example, here we can see let's say in an example here, this one, Indian embassy located abroad is a part of domestic territory of India. Okay, planes operated by Air India between Russia and Japan. Okay, Russia and Japan are not the Indian part, are not the part of India, but that plane operated belongs to Indian. Okay, whether it's government or private, doesn't matter, but the name associated with that Air India is of Indian country, is of India. So that plane will be counted in the domestic territory of India. Likewise, post office is located in abroad. So if you don't know that India Post, the post office which belongs to India, okay, it is the official name is India Post. Okay, so if any branch of India Post is situated or located in America or any other country, so physically it is present in another country, but India's name is associated with that post office, so that post office will belong to Indian domestic territory. So same way, there are many banks located outside, like SBI. Okay, SBI is in America as well, I guess. So that SBI bank belongs to India. The name associated with that bank is of India. So that India will count that SBI bank or SBI branch in its domestic territory. Okay, fishing boats operated by Indian fishermen in international waters. So if there is a fishing boat and the fisherman which belongs to India, okay, if he is sailing in the international waters, okay, then that fishing boat will be counted as the domestic territory of India. Okay, like Japanese embassy in India. So which country's name is associated with embassy? Japan. So that Japanese embassy is physically located in India, but if we say about the domestic territory, then it will be counted in the domestic territory of Japan and not of India. So in domestic territory, we say about the name of a country. Okay, that to which country this property or this object belongs to. Okay, so if it belongs to America, then it will be counted in America's domestic territory, and if that property belongs to India, then that property will be counted as India's domestic territory. Okay, so here the country's name is important to which it is associated with. Okay, so these are the two topics which we have done here. Okay, so in the next video we will see another topic here, another few terms, and after that we will move on to the numerical part. Okay, so if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Okay, so take care.